put on the headphone here. Shows you the progress that I'm making. Hopefully that didn't get all sideways on there. So this is obviously the FT Bronco. Wow, it's tight, cutting the circulation to my head. First of all, here's the trainer cable. So this is obviously a stereo cable with the two bridges. The bridge I don't need is this bridge right here. So what I figured out using my tester, my multimeter, is that out of the three colors that are in here, the red, the green, and the copper, that the very tip is the green, then you have your red, then you have your copper. Yeah, so since I don't need this bridge, I basically connected the red and the copper and made that all one wire basically. You know, just twist tight it. So now I've got the what I call the wrapper, which is the red and copper, and then I have the green. And that it's now a mono plug basically. So picture that bridge gone. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, I was at the store and I saw one of these. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get one of these and, you know, splice it and whatever. You know, don't worry, the connections are soldered, eh? Don't worry, cabron. So then this is the FT Bronco. That motor looks a little crooked. Anyways, just to show you where I'm at. Obviously this is the body that sits underneath, but for demonstration purposes, so yeah, that's that. So we're getting into the servos and whatnot and getting that all hooked up. Ailerons. It's basically gonna be ailerons and elevator right now. The rudders I'll do later. Right now I just want to get this thing airborne and I can fly it on elevators and aileron, you know, yank it and bank it or whatever they call that. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna do the, but for the rudders I need to do two servos, one and two, you know. And then with the wire harness and this and that, I'm like, well, okay, you know. Anyways, so I stiffened up the tail. Of course, I found out that I glued on the rudder a little wrong. The rudder's on a little wrong to the tail, to the horizontal. That's not too bad though. All this does look a little pinchy crooked. I don't know. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's a little crooked. They call it a little crooked, eh? But that'll do. Yeah, this has got to get trimmed back too, or glued down or something. But this tail was really weak, so I put some shish kebab skewers along the leading edge of the rudders and the horizontal, and the shish kebab skewers actually go all the way through the fuse. The fuse right there and through here, and they grab into this, so they're very well placed in there. These are really stiff. It really stiffens up the tail a lot. So now I'm just trimming this back. Yeah, and then I got my rubber bands for the power pods on there. Not the prettiest, but by God, the Mustang was, it came and it went. That's all I can say about that thing. You know, it didn't do me as proud as I wanted it to. It did fly. I did get to see it fly. I also got to see it be a projectile, you know, somewhat guided. Oh yeah, look at my son, David Heiss. I don't know if you can read that, David Heiss. So, my son likes to write his name everywhere. God bless him. All right, Dad. Talk to you later. But yeah, and then I don't know what happened to my other propellers. Like, I got 4 of these, and they should have been counter rotating, but right now I just got them set with the same rotation. I got to make sure that oh yeah, the propeller's not centered. Neither one of these propellers are centered. Well, that's not good. All right. Anyways, that's pretty lame. What do they got those little grommets for? Not the center of the damn things. Lame. Lame. Very, very lame. Let's see, do I have the pinch Allen wrench? No? Okay. Well, anyways, after these messages, we'll be right back. Oh yeah, and my nice spool of copper, which is what I rewound my Emax for the P51. I rewound the motor. And most of my motors, the max strands I've ever done, was like 3 strand or maybe 4 strand. You know, normally I'm like 10 or 11 turns. Well, I says, you know what? I'm gonna heat this thing up. I want it hot, you know, because I looked at the build on the flight test, and their motor that they suggest, you know, this Mustang's a little bit bigger. Anyways, their motor, they have it as 2200 kV with like a little 6-inch prop. You know, granted it is a smaller Mustang though. So 2200 kV. I says okay. So I took that motor and, you know, stripped it down and rewound it with 6 strands of this copper, of this wire. 6 strands at 7 turns, and let me tell you what, man, it was the same motor. So I flew that motor originally at like, I don't know, it was like 15 turns or 12, 13 turns or something like that. And you know, and it had, you know, it go. I mean, granted, I would have had to put a 4-cell in there to really get some performance out of the damn thing, you know, or even a 3-cell. So I rewound it, and man, with a little 8-inch prop, boom, that thing was taking off like nothing. I think it was overpowering the elevator, but because it would go and I'd roll it over and I'd start yanking, and it wasn't it wasn't turning. It would just knife edge it. You know, it was really good at knife edging. Yeah, but that's about it. And so then I just had to chop the power and let it come down. You know, I'd get it up there. All right, Dad. Love you.